If you haven't had an opportunity to watch Californication Series Finale, Grace, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. Man. Yes, as you can probably tell already, I'm really excited. I'm very happy. I'm also sad. It's a sombering feeling, man, because everything that I hope for, it was there, man. I still can't believe that Californication is over with. I can't believe that this chapter, in all of our lives, you know, Californication fans, it's closed. It's gone. Hank Moody and Karen, they fly off into the sunset, literally fly off into the sunset, and it's a absolute perfection, cinematic perfection, television series finale perfection, script perfection, every single thing that you ever hoped for inside of this series finale, they finally gave it to us. And I guess they were just saying, you know what, calm down, wait, we understand, you know, it's going to be a bumpy ride, we got to get these new characters in, we got to, you know, somehow, you know, change Hank Moody's behavior by, I guess, throwing in like the son element and, you know, baby's mama element and all this other stuff. All this stuff came home, and it definitely changed the character of Hank Moody. And it also, I think, you know, enabled him to kind of see what he had, you know, there the whole entire time waiting for him, which is Karen. And Karen was like, yo, listen, I'm not waiting for you anymore. You know, I'm no longer talking about it. I'm doing it. I'm doing about action. All I'm going to do is do now. So whenever you're ready to do, why don't you come and catch up with me? And that's what he finally did, man. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm sitting here, man, in the emotion that just comes over you as a fan, and then there's the audience watching this, man. I was like, gosh, whoever was responsible for this script, whoever is responsible for editing this series finale episode called Grace, give them something, give them an award, give them recognition, make sure people know who's responsible for that, because that's one of the greatest series finales ever. That's up there, you know, saying with like Seinfeld, with Smallville, with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, with Dawson's Creek, man, with X-Files, with Lost. I mean, it's up there. And, oh man, I mean, I'm going to watch it again, you know, tears and all. I'm going to watch it again, man. There's really nothing to spoil about this episode, except, you know, if you hadn't had an opportunity to watch it, I just don't want you to, you know, listen to me talk about it. I want you to actually see it. But Hank Moody reads this letter to Karen. Karen boards this plane. She's heading to Becca's wedding ceremony, and Hank Moody finally decides to say, you know what, I'm going, you know, and he starts, you know, he's on his way there, and he decides to stop off and write a letter, and he's inside of his Porsche writing his letter. You know, it's the same exact Porsche that we all have come to know and love, and he starts writing Karen this letter. He, you know, finally, I guess, gets up enough courage to go and give it to her, and he boards the plane with the plane ticket. He tries to sit next to Karen, but this lady wouldn't let him sit next to him, so he said, I'm going to go ahead and read it. Because first he passes it to Karen. Karen's like, well, I'm moved on. I'm reading another author. I'm on to something new. And then all of a sudden, he's like, well, I'll just read it. And he starts literally reading the letter, man, and it was some words, man. I mean, it was words that were spoken to Karen for their relationship, you know, Hank and Karen's relationship, but it was also, check this out, this is how genius this damn show is. There was also a portion of that was for us, the audience, man. Yeah. There's a portion of the letter that was written for us to see, man. And I was like, wow, man. You know, you find, I mean, what we were able to get is like, you know, Hank Moody is the writer. You know what I'm saying? He's the author. We got that, man. We got Hank Moody, a little bit of his writing, and then we got a little bit of Hank and Karen at the end, man. So we got pretty much every single thing that we wanted out of the episode, man. I mean, I'm blown away by it, man. And here's another thing. What I really loved about this, man, is there's a scene, and I'm gonna put this on my Twitter feed, and I'll put this on my Facebook page, man, and it'll be public and stuff. You guys can go view all that stuff. They actually have a screen, or I guess a camera angle where it shows you the actual paper that Hank Moody had typed out, and it's there, man. Like, it literally is every word for word that he actually said inside of the scene, but a little bit more. You can see it goes on for a little bit more, and it's there, man. It's there. So I'm actually gonna sit there. I'm gonna try to type this thing out, man, and see if I can get it. I say it's, let me see, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 paragraphs long, just one page, and he doesn't finish it, and he says that too inside of the episode, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just things like that. I think they really covered every single ground they needed to, and I think they did a great job. We began this show, what I'm saying, with Hank Moody, with Karen, with Becca, with Charlie, and with Marcy. Okay, so we began this journey inside of Californication with those characters, and it ended with it. We got to see Becca last night, or not last week, with the last week's episode, and then we understand, like today, you get to see Hank and Karen going to join Becca in their brand new journey with her and her boyfriend, or now husband, and then you see Hank and Karen, they're going to start their new chapter with Becca. So it's a brand new start, but you also get to see Charlie and Marcy start a brand new chapter in their life, man, and everything comes to a close, man, and that's what I wanted, man. There was a couple of things, man, inside of let's use, I'm gonna use Smallville for example, because that's obviously my favorite show. Smallville, we didn't get to see, Tom Welling inside of the actual Superman outfit or suit or whatever you want to call it, costume. And that was one thing that lingered over the show forever, and it still does, man. It even to, I guess, the extent to where, it went on to season 11 and 12 and 13 inside the comic book, but people are still talking about that today. Why didn't Tom Welling get into the suit? Well, we got to see Hank Moody write for the last time. We got to see Hank Moody and Karen, either decide whether they're going to move on or decide whether they're going to stay together. And we got to see that. It's it. We got to see every single thing that we asked for and that we wanted. It's a closed chapter, man. It's a done deal, man. And they even did it to where at the end, because Hank Moody's inside of his Porsche riding, the Porsche wouldn't start up. His car wouldn't start up. So, he leaves his car, and then runs to the airport. Well, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, where's the car at now? Well, they cover that too. The car was the last scene. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's perfection, man. They wrapped this show up, and there's really nothing else to say, man, except Rocket Man. That's it, because that's what the song for the finale ended with. Rocket Man with Elton John. It's it, man. Yeah. I'm happy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here, man. Thanks again for listening, and yeah, we'll have some I guess you could say recaps, man, of my best episodes, favorite moments, etc., man. I'm definitely gonna get Californication, the box set if they have it, and I'm gonna head over to the website right now to see if I can get some deals on some shirts or something like that. Anyway, we're out here.